morning, Uncle Billy.
Good morning, Connor. How are you today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Great. Woke up this morning, the sun was out. I said, it's going to be a good day.
It's always a good day.
So far it has been.
How many days have you had on this beach?
Oh, God. I want to go back to 1952.
1952?
That's when I was still a young child, young boy, really. Started coming on down to the beach with my family.
How old were you then?
Actually, almost 13. Started coming down, actually, around where the old Queen Surf was. There was a small beachside takeout place. You know, you could order anything, food, ice cream, sodas, whatever. But we had fun. My family would go down there every weekend, every Sunday, actually.
Right by where? Kind of by?
Where the natatorium is. The aquarium, right? Public Bass.
Public?
That was the name of it. Because Publix, the surf area out there, was named after that.
Wow.
Yeah. And this Publix Bass. Then right next to that was the old Queen Surf.
Yeah.
Queen Surf. Then somebody had a house there, and I can't remember who it was. Somebody had a home there. And the person I'm thinking about is the guy that the family really had restaurants here. We'd go down there every Sunday. Dad would drive on down with some of the kids. We'd take all our tents, whatever we needed.
The boards?
Actually, no. We didn't have boards at that time.
Not yet.
No. I never got my first board until 1953, 1954.
Like 15 or something.
Yeah, I was 1952, so 12, almost 15. Just before I started high school.
All right.
Yeah.
What kind of board was it? Boogie board.
It's an old redwood plank.
Wow.
7 feet 6 inches long. It had a false pine nose. The nose was shaped like a V. Mm-hmm. If you tore off wrecked your nose or something, you could replace that.
Oh, good.
Put another piece in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine was that.
That had to be heavy though, huh?
Oh, it was heavy.
What'd you say, like a couple hundred?
No, it wasn't that heavy.
Wasn't that heavy?
It was about between 95 and 100.
95 and 100.
Because it was brand new. Mm-hmm. But once it got soaked, then it started, getting waterlogged. It started getting heavier. And I had that board about a year and a half. Then I got another one. A guy I was going to school with needed a bicycle, and I had an extra bicycle. Mm-hmm. He had a surfboard. I said, I'll trade you the bike for the surfboard. He said, okay.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. So we both got what we wanted. And that board became almost like a community board down at the beach there. Because where I learned how to surf is down where that old wall is. Yeah. A couple who were growing.
You said before the wall, the surf.
It was just at that time.
Perfect.
It was just, the wall was just being built. So we used to spend time there. Right, I forget the name of the hotel that's over there now. Right? They had what was called then the old Lalani Village. It was just 1-bedroom units, and we all used to keep our boards over there.
Yeah.
If you wanted a board, you just went over there. Oh, by the way, Pa, I used your board today. Oh, you put them back, right? Yeah, okay. That's the main thing. That's how it was. We all grew up. I mean, we had guys like, oh God. When I say literally we grew up with family. We go surf, stay there all day, have lunch, go down with my folks, have lunch, come back down to the wall. if I took the bus, it was all trolley buses, all electric. That's when they used to have all these electric wires running.
The lines.
Yeah. So I'd have 10 cents going, 10 cents coming back. The other nickel was up to me how I wanted to spend it. And this is when my parents weren't coming down.
What'd you do with the nickel?
I bought me something to eat. I don't know what it was, whatever, candy bar or whatever, you know. But that lasted me. If we really got hungry, right where the tennis courts are, at the park there, used to be coconut trees and date trees. And that's what we ate. I wasn't the only one. All of us. If we got hungry, hey, we go get dates. There we go. Then we throw rocks at them. They'd fall, pick up enough.
You climbed the coconut trees.
I didn't.
You didn't. You made someone else do it.
Somebody else did. No,
You caught the coconuts.
we caught the coconut. one guy was good at climbing, so he'd go up and come back down. Yeah, that was fun. Then eventually, I had to stop for a while because I got into swimming, team swimming. This was in 1953. I was still doing it, but I was swimming for Stevenson School at the time.
Stevenson.
The old Stevenson School, which was at that time started out where Crane Park is, up by Punch Bowl. Then eventually it moved over to where it is now, across from Roosevelt High School. Okay, up on Punch Bowl.
Yeah.
You go up on Wailimo and all that.
So that's the school you went?
Yeah.
Really? You graduated from there after?
Roosevelt. Yeah, I graduated from Roosevelt.
Okay.
Actually. We then got into swimming, so eventually I had to stop. The last swim meet was at the old natatorium. That was in 54, because in 54 I started playing football. In fact, one of the guys that works here at Royal Hawaiian in the maintenance, his father was my football coach.
What position you played?
I started out on JV as a fullback. When I got up to varsity, I moved back down to line as a guard, running guard. That year in 54, we were the JV champions. We played off with McKinley High School, the JV champion, in the old Honolulu Stadium. The first time that was ever done. Then, from the next 2 years, I played varsity.
The old stadium, huh?
The old Honolulu Stadium. We were champs.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Then after that, I was still coming to the beach, because during the summer, this is where I train, running up and down the beach. Just run, just to keep my legs. Feel my legs. My legs used to be big, not anymore. My thighs were almost like this.
Still hustle with these legs?
Huh?
Still working?
Yeah, not like that, no, because just we'd run. Myself and a couple other guys. This one guy, he's passed away already. So, you and I stopped from down by the wall, because it was open all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Come down here, go back down. A couple times. And then we get too tired, and we just sit down, talk, start BSing. Then, as the day wore on, we'd go surfing. He liked the bodyboard. They didn't have boogie boards at that.
Mm-hmm.
So his thing was bodyboarding.
How big was the bodyboard back in the day?
However you wanted it to be. The one I had was 36 inches long, 18 wide, and ideally you would have to have at least half-inch thick plywood. Other guys made theirs eventually out of strips of wood. But that got to be too much work, so everybody didn't want to do that. 1 year after I came back, working at Hawaiian Electric at the time, I decided to make me one out of 1/8 ply, which was a mistake. Not 1/8, quarter-inch ply, which was a mistake. I finished everything. I took it out. It was really big. I took it outside the wall, way outside. I caught one way. The board was going like this. It was flapping along the. So I threw it away. I just left it out there. Got body surfed in. But that was fun. As far as the surfing, a friend of mine, a classmate of mine, had a board that he didn't want, so he gave it to me. Eventually, then I had moved into. I was still with my folks living up in Kapiolani. I graduated, like I said, in '57. I was too small to play college ball because I was only 185 pounds. I was a little too small. That's 5'6" at that time. This is what I was. A little too small for Lyden. So folks didn't have enough money for me to go to put me through college. So I went into the service.
Air Force, right?
Air Force. I was in the Air Force for 4 years. Went to basic. I went to radio school. Morse radio operator. And from there I went to Alaska. Spent 2 years in Alaska. I stayed up there for 2 years and I came back home. Phased out. Air Force took me out of being a radio operator. I came back. They sent me to Travis Air Force Base, going into air operations. I spent there 18 months. Then I came back home, and I did a lot of surfing there.
A lot of surfing. Where was your break?
Queens.
Queens?
Queens, canoes, and pops.
You made that paddle on a wooden board?
Well, no, at that time, I had a regular balsa board. That's friends of mine. That old board went. It went. In 1954, I guess it was. Everybody lost their boards. Because eventually, what they did was they tore down that place. And I can't think of the name of that hotel that's there right now. But that's what they did. So then I came back home. Like I said, I lived with my folks. This is next. Roamed around for a few months, and then one Sunday after a Saturday night drunk, I was sitting with my dad, and I said, "I think it's time I went to work." And my mom says, "Yes, I think so." Dad said, "You know where to go?" I said, "Yeah." "You know where to see?" "Yeah." So that following day, I went down to Hawaiian Electric, asked for a certain guy. "So we're waiting for you. Rookie said you're going to be coming down." I got the job. Eventually, I got the job. At that time, I'd come back down to the beach. I met a lot of guys. You need help? Yeah. I'd help them teach and stuff like that. Like, just go surf or go paddle canoes.
So when did you find your spot working on the beach instead?
After I retired, believe it or not. After I retired from Hawaii, finally retired from Hawaiian Electric, I came down here one day. Well, actually, prior to that, my oldest grandson from my first marriage, one day we were playing around. He said, "You want to learn how to surf?" I said, "Yeah." So I came down that day and talked to Alex Alpo, who was running the stand over here at the outlet.
Yeah.
He says, "I need 2 boards." I said, "Yeah." "What for?" I was going to teach my grandson off. I said, "Okay, go." And since then, and that was 1969. Yeah,
That was your job application?
No application.
No application.
Just work. Then I'd work for free because I had my job already. So then I had met my first wife, and she passed away. And I met Auntie now, Auntie V. And I told her before we got married, the day after I retire, first day I'm going to come down. I'm going to get legal now. She says, "Why?" "I'm going to get paid what I used to do for free." She said, "Go." So I've been sort of like doing that ever since. I worked for the Mokuai family, who had the stand at that time. And then eventually, Ted took over, and I just transferred over with them. I've been doing it take out canoe rides, surf lessons, rent surfboards, put up umbrellas, the whole thing.
Does it feel like work?
No,
No.
they're doing something that I enjoy. Basically, is what it was. You know, until you get old, and that's it. But I've enjoyed my life on the beach. I really have.
Yeah.
I don't think anything can replace it right now.
You're a true beach boy. Aspire to be like you.
Yeah. I tell my grandchildren, and I'm going to tell my great grandchildren this: you go to work, get a job, then you come down to the beach. In fact, one of my grandsons right now,
Yeah.
John. Remember John used to work
Yeah, I
there?
remember John.
With my grandson. He got this job first. I got the job.
All out of order, huh?
Yeah.
But he's doing good for himself.
He's doing it. He's doing it real good.
So is Kapil.
Yeah, she is too. One day she said, "Pop, I need a job. I want to work. Can I go work with you?" Go see Chuck. But she's doing very well for herself.
Yeah. It's a good sign. It's a good sign beach boys can still do good for themselves.
Sometimes they can, yep.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed it. Like I said, I got no one to blame if I didn't like this. The only person I'd blame would be myself. You know what I mean? Because I didn't do what I should have done. You know?
Well, you did it.
And I'm happy doing what I did.
That's good.
That's it.
That's it. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for sharing them.
My pleasure. I like talking about the old days.
Yeah. I'm all ears for all your stories. They're all good.
Oh,
Good
there's
stories.
a lot of things I can tell you about this place. But it's good.
For another time, or maybe off the record.
Yeah. Probably it'd be better off the record.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Billy.
Oh, my pleasure.